Super Bowl 56. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see. On 2nd and 7, Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. It's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Well, that's just one of those head scratchers. You watch that one back on film as a coach, you probably say, well, what in the world did we do there?
Yeah, it makes it tough on a coach, doesn't it? When you have to teach him how to keep fighting and breaking tackles versus when to say, that's enough. That play is already done.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. By number 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robertson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Derrick Henry. A 5-yard gain. Brings up
now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
40-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They're trying for Humphries, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Brady's pass, incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. At the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down. And
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Tucker McCann out now for the Titans field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Offense ready to rock and roll again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously, and he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game, but you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not go in for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Desmond King picks it, accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Brady. Going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Buccaneers, nothing.
2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Myers.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Brady's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
The Titans 8 yards.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down. Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Brady, and he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
27-yard line.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 1st down.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On play action, now Brady. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Titans.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Number 22, Derrick.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 44 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Brady. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
The pass.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out, falling near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Position on him, and he pulls it in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. The left side completion to Jones.
Brady's pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, throw left side, complete. That's Jones.
Brady's pass.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Again, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
How about that part? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Buccaneers 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash possession with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They go for first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
He was brought down by Mike Edwards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A first down carry for Henry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Number 22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
To try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Brady. This will be incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back. second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
At the 21-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Offensive 8 yards. And it's
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Well, man, open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Titans first down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The ball
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He's got it complete to Thompson.
The pass.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Titans now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.